Today, as I took my dog Alfred on his morning walk, I decided to stop by the post office near my house to pick up some of the parcels waiting for me. Then, I walked over to Whole Foods, where I needed to buy some of the ingredients for today's picnic. I have a fascination with lemons and I could not resist these. Next stop is Zara Home in Duke of York because I heard through the grapevine, meaning the internet, that they had a whole lemon connection, and of course I had to check it out. I thought this was all cute and summery, although I wasn't sure if these were lobsters or the devil. Initially, these spoons caught my eye. Then I remember I do not need any more spoons. I finally reached the promised land, the lemon section. And I thought about all of the things that they had and what I really needed, and I decided I really didn't need anything, but the only thing that was worthy of being in my home would be this lemon jar. I'm finally home and it's time to unload the groceries. We needed some soft bread, blue cheese, cream cheese, bresaola, Parmesan cheese, and broccoli. And of course, don't forget about the dog treats. Now that I've washed them properly, I'm going to lightly get rid of all these hard edges. I always do this every time I'm gonna have broccoli. And I don't like it when I go to a restaurant or at somebody's house and they don't do this. I think it's #rude. All of these little edges. So this is my mom's favorite picnic recipe. She made it once for a picnic for me, and we've never ever had a picnic without it ever since because it's just so good. It's such a classic. She's just an icon. Okay, so I'm just a little confused as to what to do because the plan today was to go out and have a picnic in Hyde Park and take Alfie, and it was going to be so cute and so fun and blah blah blah. I don't know because the weather has kind of turned on us and it's gray and it's going to rain and it's very windy, so I don't think that's the plan anymore. In which case, I don't know. What should I do? I wish you guys could answer me.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so I think I've made the executive decision to go ahead with the picnic. I'm going to finish prepping the sandwiches. I already started anyway. And I think it'll be really funny if we had to have the picnic at home. And you have to have a sense of humor in life, so I think that would actually be hilarious. And so let's just do that. It'll be funny. Now that the broccoli is ready, what we want to do with it is basically smush it using a fork and adding the cheese or the gorgonzola to make a paste. This paste will become the filling to our sandwich. I've decided to use some sourdough, but you can choose any type of bread that you would like. Now I'm going to make a second type of sandwich for our picnic, and I'm going to be very generous with the cream cheese. After I touch anything from the supermarket, I like to wash my hands before I touch my food just to be safe. You don't necessarily have to grill these sandwiches, but I like it best. Because the items in the picnic basket are not something that I use on a regular basis, I'm going to make sure to rinse everything really well before I use them. For our beverage, I'm making a very refreshing iced tea using my favorite green tea ever. The best thing to do is to let the tea cool down a little bit before adding the ice so that you don't have to add as much ice and it doesn't dilute it. This hamper is able to fit 4 of everything, 4 plates, 4 forks, but today we're only 2, and so I'm only taking 2 forks and 2 plates because I think that's all we need. I'm packing up our glasses using these cute beehive cloth napkins in order to protect them, but we can also use them during the picnic. We are not planning on taking any hot beverages, but I just wanted to show you the function of this cute little basket that protects the mugs. A few weeks ago, I found these cloth gingham napkins and I knew I had to get them for the picnic. I happen to have 2 of these thermoses, so I'm going to decant the water into the second one, but of course you could just take the water bottle. These are just some of the last minute additions that our executive producer requested to be added to the hamper for the picnic. I will say that as much as I love this hamper, it is not the most comfortable to walk around with. And so, even though it's a short walk from our house to Hyde Park, we decided to take a taxi for ease. And as the saying goes, perseverance is the mother of success. In the end, we didn't have to enjoy our picnic in our home because it turned out to be a beautiful warm day, just the perfect temperature for a picnic, really. We had such a wonderful afternoon, and of course it goes without saying that you don't need a fancy hamper to be able to enjoy a picnic in the park with your family or your friends. That's just a plus for fun. The same amount of love, joy and laughter can be achieved when there is a will to wake up with a sense of gratefulness and in the spirit of everyday festiveness. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it.